Good morning. This is Dave Johnson with Day Trade the Markets, and this is Monday morning, November the 21st, 2016. Just got filled here a couple of moments ago on the December crude contract. So we're looking at a 2-minute chart utilizing the Day Trade the Market software. So we're currently long from 47.58, and I'm going to go ahead and put in some objectives and so forth. Now we've had a pretty nice gap opening higher. We've had a dip here. You can see we've got a little, let me get an arrow here so I can just highlight what I'm talking about. Go up here and get this arrow. Okay, so we've got this deceleration bar. That's why it has a triangle below its low. And I'm just going to make a mark of what is the low of that. It's 47.55. I'm going to put my stop just at one tick below it at 54. So put a sell stop in there. So we've had a nice gap open higher. We've had an up auction in this market. Our first objective is towards the top of this magenta bar, which is our strongest selling bar. And let's see, I need to get that in here. So we're going to sell a limit 1 right up there around 70 where it is right now, towards the top of that magenta. Could very well get higher, but we're long from 58. I'll just put it at 70. We just hit it there, so see if we can get filled on that. These large range, very aggressive bars, okay, we just got filled, so I'll go ahead and put a stop, or change the stop, I should say, make an adjustment on that, down to just one contract. And so it's moved from 58, what did it hit, 71 or 76? So we're out of the first one at 70, so what's that, 12 ticks? I'm going to reduce this stop to break even on this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a break even in 1 tick. So we did hit our first objective, which is the top of this magenta. Of course, we've had a nice gap open higher today. That's why you see no trading over in this area from Friday. So really the next objective is kind of unknown. There are other objectives higher up that I can look up here in just a moment, but this is obviously the first area of resistance. So we've got our stop in place, and I think on this one we'll just do a trailing stop, and I'll make adjustments as the aggression bars come in. So I'll just put it on pause and I'll pick it up as the market dictates, or if I feel I need to make an adjustment on the stop. Okay, resuming the recording here just from last minute or so. You can see the market's come right down to 47.60. It's had a nice rejection off of this expected resistance area at the top of this magenta. Top of the magenta is at 47.73. The market hit 47.76 and has backed off quickly all the way back down to 60. We're long from 58 and our stop is at 57. So it just came within a tick of our stop. So we're either lucky on this stop, or and we'll see what happens, or it's just going to turn around and come back and stop us out. But I like to use, like we just had 2 level 1 buying bars, so both of those are, that's our level 1 aggression. Not strong, but because there's a pair of them, quite often the market will come back down and test towards the low. Sometimes if it's very strong, it'll only maybe come halfway or so, and then continue to move higher. This time it came all the way down within a couple of ticks of it, and we may have gotten luckier because I put the stop 1 tick above the high, or sorry, 1 tick above the low of this first level 1 green bar, level 1 buying, aggressive buying bar. So we're hanging in there. Just want to bring you up to date on that. I put in a marker here where we got filled on the first exit and where our stop is on the for the second contract. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording, and as you can see the market has continued higher. We've tested into the high of today, so I think we just hit it right on the dot there at 47.79. So I'm going to adjust the stop. You can see that we just had another green bar here, or light green I should say. Don't really want the market to get too much below that. So I'm going to go ahead. You can see the low on that one right here at 47.68. So I'm going to raise the stop up here a little bit. I think I'll raise it up to 65. So just lock it a little bit more profit on that second contract of the two. Okay, just restarted the recording. You can see that market is continuing to move higher. We got another green bar right here. The low of that bar is at 47.86. So I'm going to increase the stop here to 47. I think this time 82 because 83 was this last dip right here. So I now got it at 82. So things are looking good, and I'll go ahead and adjust this marker as well up here to 82, and we're long from 58. So that's locking in about 24 ticks on that. So just bring you up to date there. So once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just resume the recording. We just had a blue bar come in, which is our strongest aggressive buying bar. So I'm going to be fairly aggressive with my stop here, meaning you can see the low of that blue bar is right here at 47.93. I'm going to bring the stop rate up to 47.90. So that's going to lock in, what, 32 ticks. So I, it could very well come down and perhaps stop us, but at any rate, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want it to move too far against us, and but at the same time, a lot of these aggression bars will come down towards the low before continuing higher, and we have had obviously a really nice up move here since we got in the trade. But just the same, I'll just keep the stop fairly tight here, and I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates, or if I have to adjust the stop or get filled on the stop, whatever. Let me just move that marker up there to 47.90. Okay, once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, just resume the recording. We just got stopped out here just a second or two ago at 47.90. So we were long from 58, so what's that, 32 ticks here. And then we got a dozen over here, so that was 44 ticks, $10 a tick, of course, in the crude on the two contracts that we traded here today. After the gap opening higher and the rejection off of this very aggressive magenta bar, taking the market lower, having no follow through, and then getting long in here. So that's a day trade using the Day Trade the Market software. If you have any questions or comments, you can always contact us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you next.